Hello and welcome to our new Ascended Masters series. Today we will be working and connecting in with Isis to bring through codes of liberation and freedom, clearing the collective consciousness, clearing away our limiting beliefs and all that stops us from really stepping in to who we are at a soul level, all that keeps us from alignment. So finding yourself in a comfortable position, you can be laying down or sitting up, whatever feels right for you today. And let's just begin by taking some deep, long, cleansing breaths. Breathing in and inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth, letting the body just become heavy, let the body become relaxed. Just bring your shoulders up and down to your ears and back. Just let your body move and become comfortable. Let go of any stiffness, any tightness. Breathe in to anywhere that just feels restricting or tight right now in the body. And opening your heart now to go on a cosmic journey to connect deeply with Isis, the Egyptian goddess, the high priestess, the mother figure, connecting into her beautiful energy of the moon, magic, love, and conquering our shadow self and energies. Setting our intentions today to release anything that keeps us stuck, anything that keeps us bound and tied to our old life, our old timelines, our old levels of consciousness. And setting that intention today that we are activating the codes of liberation, of freedom, of sovereignty. So as we just call in our highest self, calling in the highest frequency of yourself to step forward, knowing that your highest self will only ever let you receive the healing that you are ready for. And we call upon mighty Isis now to connect, to come to us, to step forward. She's saying this, it's time to activate the priestess codes and remembrance that you hold. She's got many sun discs that are ready to be activated within you. And she's also just referencing the solar plexus, that this is a huge activation of our solar plexus to pull us out of the consciousness of hopelessness, of limits, pulling us free of the bounds and the constraints to the old paradigm ways. She said, I am here to help you rise. I'm here to help you liberate. It is time for you to awaken to your true power, who you really are, to remember through the codes of sovereignty, of free will. She said it is time for many of you light workers to step into leadership, into power. I am here to be of assistance and to help you to step forward into your true nature. And she's saying many of you fear power, you fear being controlled yourself. And this is why these gifts, these frequencies sit dormant within inside of you, because there is an element that you are scared to activate it. There is an element, they're saying there's a a fear, a great worry that too much power in the hands of one person becomes egotistic, becomes too much. The person loses themselves and loses their connection to true consciousness, to God. And she's saying, but you are God. You carry God's codes. You carry source codes. God works through you. And when you are tethered and remembered to this energy and frequency, she says there is nothing to be afraid of. The ego cannot take over. Okay. Alright, so she's just going to take us up into a higher frequency where we can start to really work through. So we're going up in, we're stepping up. You're going to find yourself stepping up onto these ancient steps. One by one, you climb these stairs at the side of a pyramid, leading you up into a door. And as you step in, you see columns of stone columns. You're inside an ancient Egyptian temple. Some of you may see this as a pyramid. Okay, good. She's connecting us into the Syrian sun as well now. She's just wanting to just bring through just a healing and a frequency now, just to anchor you into this frequency held within this ancient temple. She said there are there's much remembrance here for many of you. This will trigger ancient memories of priestesses and priests. There will be a remembrance of the sacred rituals, of the activations of a higher connection to the stars, the moon, to Sirius in particular. She's just suggesting for you to lay down in the temple. Many of her disciples come, many of the priestesses, Egyptian priestesses, are also here to assist. Okay, and they're just bathing you in a golden milk, bathing you head to toe in a golden milk, surrounding you now. There's beautiful petals being placed around you. And take a moment just to become aware of this place in time that you are, of the surroundings, of the sensations, of the smells, the sweet essence of jasmine and rose, the golden milk that soothes and calms your skin, the admiration and adoring of these priestesses as they look after and nurture you. And as Isis now approaches you once more, you put on a golden robe, you come to sit in front of her, to take in all of her ancient wisdom and knowledge, to take in your unique codes of liberation and freedom, to remember your true nature, to activate the priestess again within you. Kulata yisitu akayana yisutuku ata yikiano akayitsita yisituku okayana yato kiatai. Miato sikiata isita ukiato akaisituku tutuku akayana yataya kianai. She says you deny who you truly are, you deny your powers, You deny your position here on earth at this time. She said you are not here to sit back. You are not here to watch just what happens. You're not here to be part of the masses. She said you are here. You are here with unique gifts, with unique codes. You are here to help others, to support others on the ascension path. You're here to bring through new ways of being, new innovative ways that we work. She said some of you here are to be the breaker of the systems, of the programs. Some of you are here to help those walk across the rainbow bridge. Some of you are here to be a way shower, that you go first and it allows others to do so. So she says stop doubting why you're here. Stop doubting your mission. Stop doubting. And she says, remember who you truly are. Remember why God put this in your hands, that put you here at this time. You're here in service to yourself, but you're also here in service to others. It is time to activate. She says it's time to break away now of being the victim, of being powerless, that you are... She's saying it's time to stop saying, well, there's nothing I can do. This is all happening around me. She says, stop playing so small. She says, remember why you're here. Remember your worthiness. Remember who you innately are. Kia no sita wakaieto kia nai sita isituku ananaieta kia to. Okay, and she's just coming through. She said it's time for you to truly remember. Activating now through your akashic records, allowing your higher self now to take you up into the frequencies of remembrance, showing you now glimpses or showing you memories, experiences of all of the past lives where you have had all of these gifts, skills and abilities that were all designed to help you in this very now moment, that were designed to help you now to step into leadership, to step into your light, to step into the remembrance, to help you to activate, to liberate, to free, to sovereign. Now remembering, allowing the Akashic records to start showing you images, feelings, sensations, the knowing of these past lives. You have not just done this in this lifetime. You've had lifetimes of experience, of up leveling, of refining your skills, all for this moment. Only the strongest of the strong are here now. Only the strongest of the strong will make it all the way through ascension, committed to their path, committed to the growth of the planet, of humanity, committed to being by the side and supporting others. She said this does not mean that we save or rescue people. Everyone has their unique, innate soul wisdom that can activate whenever they freely choose to. She says it is time for you to remember why you're truly here. It is time for you to access your soul blueprint, to understand what you have truly signed up for. It is time now for all distortions, all dissolutions that keep you playing small, that keep you playing the victim, that keep you bound and tied to old jobs, old people, old experiences, old timelines, old dimensions, old paradigms of reality. She says there is no more time for play here. You have a big job to do. It is time to get to work. She said it is time to activate the leader within. It is time to activate now your soul liberation. It is time now to activate your sovereignty and your free will. You are here here as a cosmic being of light, here to bring through the new, here to bring through the remembrance of the cosmic, here to help everyone understand that we have been under the illusion and distortions that have kept us from who we truly are. Iasu. Kia noi sitai, kia to akia nai isito kia noi. Okay, she's releasing now a overlay that has been put upon the mind. She's saying this is a form of mind control that has kept us, she's saying distortions in history, she's saying distortions through the schooling system, distortions through conditioning from our parents. She's saying much has been kept a secret from us. I am here to help you to come unbound from the secrets that have been weaponized against us. She says there's nothing to fear, there's nothing to be scared about as you learn the truth, because she said the truth sets you free. And she said this may be another level of your awakening to learn more truths about the collective, about our history. And she said that does not mean that you need to go and read books or learn from a guru or a teacher. She said these are within you. Access now, allow yourself to remember the truth within you, what sits right with your intuition, with your gut knowing, what sits there and go, yes, I know that to be true. She's saying this is now part of the discernment of only trusting yourself, trusting what comes through from you. Activating now the ancient wisdom and codes of knowledge that you hold. Ancient scrolls hidden beneath history that hold the keys of truth, that hold the keys of liberation, allowing yourself to access, to remember. She said the time of illusion is now over. Okay, she's placing a sun disc within the solar plexus now to help to activate this feeling of power, this frequency held within you deep down in the cauldron of your solar plexus, where your internal flame is awakened. Okay, she's calling upon the moon, the stars, the night sky. Cosmic codes of light coming down, coming down through the crown, coming all the way down through your light body. Codes of remembrance, codes of awakening. Okay, good. And there's a movement happening behind the third eye. She said many of the distortions, the illusions, the things that our mind has been fed for a very long time are starting to now be resolved, removed, dissolved, taken away. She says room is being created to learn the truth that sets you free, that stops you from being a prisoner. And she says a prisoner in your own mind, a prisoner within this earth paradigm, a prisoner to the third dimensional fragments. Nia na 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 do 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 da 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 do 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 da 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 inando do 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 akayena sata wikiatu Tita tutuku tu anana tu da 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 di da 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 gia tu ku anana nai miato sitakiata ta 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 ku ata tu ata ta ta da 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 tu di da 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 do ku ta 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 kia tu kia noi ta 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 kia tu da 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 sita kia tu kia nai. She said slavery programs, slavery imprints that have been inserted into the collective consciousness are now being resolved, released. She says bounds are coming untied. Is being untethered, pulled away now, unhooked from the old, outdated belief systems, from the collective consciousness, showing me that you're moving away from the old paradigms. Okay, she's saying soul contracts are now being dissolved, outdated. She says the bounds that keep you tied to the same pages, the same book, the same cycles, the same karmic loops and cycles that you are stuck, that are siphoning your energy, are also now being dissolved. And she says it's also now collapsing the old timelines, that we can't keep going back to these old fragmented, unwarranted, unnecessary timelines that do not serve you. There is no purpose to hang on to them. They are now being completely closed off to you so that you cannot go back into these old, outdated timelines that are not for your greatest good. She says, I am pleased with your progress of dismantling the old, breaking away from the old, facing the fear, the wounds head on. She says, well done for liberating yourself, setting yourself free at this time. And she says there is now a activation ready to further create more freedom in your life that honors who you are, and to stay in your power, your strength, and to become disciplined in your cosmic journey, in your mission work. Pitu ata wuksutu akaitu ata iseta wudu du 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 du. Diata wudu du 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 da 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 du 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 ata ta 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 kia ta 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 kia ta ta kia ta ta ya da 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 do du 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 du. She's saying your golden wings are now being activated. Your priestess wings are being activated. There's a sun disk being inserted into the crown. It is time to take your birthright back of the high priestess, of the golden era, of the golden frequency that you hold within. She's referencing now the great central sun as an anchor point for you to start to anchor into. She says this will help you to stay in your strength, to keep your solar plexus activated. Ia noi sitai sitai kio noi tatata kia toku atai sita waka na 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 na. Kia noi sitai kia noi. Good. Okay. All right. She says here comes the freedom codes. Ia noi sita wikia to akayenai sita sita wikia noi. She says it's important for you to remember that you are now unbound, free to do what you please, free to live in a way that supports you, that nourishes you, that keeps you safe and secure and stabilized. She says it's important to remember that you are now in charge. You are in charge of how you live. You are no longer tied and bound to slavery. You are no longer tied and bound to the third dimensional frequencies that have kept you tied and stuck and hopeless. She says we activate now the infinite possibilities that await you. We activate now your soul path illuminating. And she said with every step that you take, there is so much trust, faith, belief in yourself as you walk the golden path. Isita isito kia noi ikianai isita wikia noi ai situ akayenai atai tutu tu 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 adana na na yata isita wikia do. Mi anoi na na yata isita kia noi sita isita kia noi. Ya noi sitai sitai kianai good kanana kalaktokolana kia tokolana kia tokolana kia tata kia tokolana nana kia takolana kia tokola data tata kita takodo kalana kia tata kia mia tokola kia tata lu tata la kia tokola tata kia tokola nana kia tokola kia tata kia tata kia ta mia tata kia tu tata kia tokola na kula tata kia na tata kula tata kia na kia ta kia tata kia ta ya tai. Take a moment here just to soak in just the golden rays of light, to soak in those activations, those codes of freedom, of liberation, what you are here to truly do. Ya noi sita wikiato. She's saying just while we're here taking a moment to rest, she's clearing out the collective consciousness that you hold that has you believing that you can't truly break free. Clearing out the subconscious and the conscious mind. akayena yata yato do 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 atata yata 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 mi ato to 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 atayata yato to atayata yata yato atayata yata yata uto atayata yata u atata yata yata u atata yata yata u ayayana yatutu atayeseta u datata yata yeseto to to ko atayata yata u atayata u to atayesita yata Wayato akaina wu me too kiato lata isito akaina yanai pitu ko akaina yatai tai toi inawi Mi ato asata wiki anai daya situ pitu atai sitai situ akayanai daya situ kianoi piato isitai kianatai situ ko akayanai daya situ ko akianai So she's just saying that these codes are now just being worked down through the multidimensional facets that make up who you are. Each of the layers receiving the codes, the activations, tethering it in into each anchor point through all of your dimensionality, through all of your light grid. And a beautiful golden portal of light opens up over the mind now, bringing the mind, the body, the soul all on board together now to accept and take on all of these codes of golden light, of liberation, of freedom, of sovereignty now. Kianoi sitai situku akianai, mianoi sitau kiato akayenai situ akayenai, miato sitau kiato sitau kiata kiato kianai, miano sutu hatai sitau kiato atatai etai situ akayenai, miano sitau kiato atatai sitai kianoi, sikiato akianai sitai siku akayanai sito akayanai. She said the codes, the light now are just she's saying like showing me a representation like they are being soaked into each layer of you, each word that is being spoken, each frequency that is being reverberated through a necessary step to soak it in, to not just allow it just to come in. She's saying there is something in the soaking way of doing this that embodies it, that tethers it into the frequency points. She's also just pointing out it's important to start using your voice more. For many of you, the feeling of liberation and freedom comes from expressing yourself, expressing one's needs, expressing yourself through your work, expressing yourself through your light codes, your light language, your light singing. Yato sikianai situkianoi isita 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 kianoi sito akayanai isita isito to akayanai. Good. So all of the priestesses are now back surrounding you in your beautiful temple, bathing you now in that golden milk just like they were at the beginning. They're saying it's very important, an important part to receive from all of them. They're saying the activation of liberty, of freedom. They're saying many believe that that is masculine qualities, but it is actually coming from your divine feminine. Divine feminine is the one coming online. The liberation, the freedom codes, the sovereignty codes. So the more that you allow yourself to receive a compliment, receive a free coffee, receive the upgrade, receive from someone paying you, receive. And saying this is going to help you to really step into this liberation. I'm blessed to work with you. It has been an honor to help you to remember your high priestess codes of light, to remember the ancient wisdom that sits within you, to activate your own liberation, freedom and sovereignty coding now. I'm here walking by your side, always with you whenever you need to call upon me for further help and assistance. It has been a great honor to stand beside you and with you.